and welcome back to Bloom Through Cooking. My name is Angelica and I'm kind of doing a spare of the moment meal. I was actually going to make some pasta with some delicious vegan Gardein sausage, and I'll show that later on in the video, but it's really good. But I decided to change it up and I'm going to be making a rice sausage bowl. So I have here in my Instapot, which I'm just going to show here in just a moment. I have an Instapot. I have 1 cup of brown rice with 1 cup, one and 1/4 cup of water, cooking here for about 22 minutes, just in case you guys want to know the ratios. And I put there in the rice, I seasoned it with some sea salt. You can use kosher salt or whatever salt you have, some black pepper, some garlic powder, and some onion powder. So I just sprinkled all that in there, and once I put the rice and I put the 1 and 1/4 cup of water, put the seasonings, I closed the lid, and then I put it for about 20, the manual says between 22 and 28 minutes for brown rice. This is basmati brown rice. I just want to go with the brown rice setting. So I put it for about 23 or 25 minutes or so. So I'll show you here a little later how it's going to look. So I have here some bell pepper as well as some zucchini. So I cut up half a zucchini and 1 whole bell pepper, and I diced it just like this. You could put some onions as well, which I think I'll do that here in a little bit. So you want to, if you can use 1 whole zucchini. If you don't have a zucchini, you could use whatever vegetables you have on stock, such as mushrooms, red bell pepper, orange bell peppers. You can use green onions or whatever vegetables, like I said, that you have on hand. So I have these, which is the diced bell pepper. I diced them into little squares. And then I also have the bell peppers. Alright guys, so now that we have here, I kind of angled my phone here that I'm using to film. So I have, once again, my bell pepper. I put it in little dices. I chopped it into little dices, as well as zucchini. And once again, you can use whatever vegetables you have on hand. In this case, I'm going to be adding some onion. So bring your cutting board out and have your onion out. You can use, I believe this is a yellow onion. You can use white onion or purple onion, whatever you have. That works just fine as well. So I'm just going to chop it up here into little cubes. And you know what's so great about this dish, you guys? It's super easy. Let me see if I can put a little down more. It's super easy. It's kind of quick. I would want to say, be ready maybe. Well, this takes about, let's just say the rice takes about half an hour, give or take. So I would say maybe 45 minutes, 45 minutes to 1 hour, because you know there is a lot of prep work. Now, if initially I was going to make a pasta, I was going to make a sauce. That's why I had it kind of cubed up, or else I would have originally left this in slivers. But you know, with cooking, it's okay. You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't have to be precise. In this case, this is kind of informal, but you know, that's the fun about cooking. You do what you like, and then you keep practicing, and you work with what you have. That's what I should say. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be beautiful all the time. I know sometimes, you know, even with my Instagram photos, I try to make it look all snazzy, and I know that takes time, but you know, sometimes you're kind of hungry. You don't want to overthink about things. Anyway, so we're just going to keep chopping. So now what you're going to be doing, you're going to get your pan. I have here a non-stick pan. This is such a great pan, you guys. This is one of the recommendations of Test Kitchen. I really love Test Kitchen. I'll probably leave Test Kitchen down below. Highly recommend the books because they actually tell you which pots and pans to buy, which ones work really great. I believe this brand is called Tefal. And the great thing about this, if you're beginning to cook, you want to wait till once you put your oil on the pan and you have it to your desired heat. It turns like it goes from a little symbol here that says T, I believe, and then it turns to a solid red dot, and that's how you know your pan is ready. Hopefully the camera can pick that up. But in this case, I already have my little dot red. It means it's ready to go. I'm using avocado oil. You can definitely use olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever oil you like. Neutral oil, grapeseed oil is a good one too. You want to be on the neutral side, but any oil will do, except coconut. I wouldn't suggest coconut. So in this case, do olive oil or avocado oil. Both work just great. And we're gonna go ahead and put our onions in. So we're gonna put those in. I didn't have my pan heating, so you don't hear the sizzle. I didn't have it too high. Actually, I was trying to set everything prior to setting up my angle right, and I had to put this off the stove, or else you would hear it sizzling. So anyway, once you have your onion, a few pieces of zucchini fell in, and that's okay. And you're gonna get a spatula, or you can use a wooden spoon. I like a wooden spoon. Good tip: if you have a non-stick surface, use a wooden type of utensil because it will not scratch the coating. Again, this is a great tip, because you don't want to scratch the non-stick surface on the pan. So you're just going to saute here for about a couple minutes. I say about maybe 4 or 5 minutes until it's translucent. We're just going to keep moving it around. But this is such a great dish, you guys. It's just super easy, and it's great. Think of it, it's almost like chop suey because you use whatever really vegetables you have on hand. But I'm going to make it a little bit more like Italian inspired, but you can really use a versatility of vegetables with this dish. So now that I have the onion cooking, we're going to go ahead and season it up. So I have here some parsley. It's I usually get mine at Sprouts, and it's the parsley leaf. Now this does have a subtle flavor because it's dry. If it was fresh, it would give it a more higher flavor. The next one is basil, and as you see with cooking, you sprinkle it on. If you're not comfortable sprinkling it on, then you can definitely measure it. I would say maybe about half a teaspoon of basil and parsley are good. I would have some chopped garlic, but I didn't chop anything ahead of time. You can also, I'm adding a little bit of garlic. I love garlic. I did put a lot of garlic on the brown rice, so I'm not going to go too crazy with it. And then I'm going to add some fresh cracked pepper. If you want a suggestion on what grate, I'm going to get my salt right over here. Suggestions on what spices to get. You're a beginner, you're not sure, and you're kind of overwhelmed. I have a video on that I will link up above, and I will also have it in my description box. So go ahead and check that out. These are some of the spices that I covered in my video, and I think that would be very useful, especially if you want to make this meal. Again, it's super easy, very delicious. So I have everything here sprinkled on, and then because I already sprinkled everything on, I'm just going to add the remaining of the vegetables. These cutting boards are great, guys. If you're looking for something if you have like a small kitchen or something that's compact, I recommend these boards. I bought these actually at TJ Maxx. I know with the situation that's going on, it kind of sucks that everything's kind of closed. I don't know if what's closed or what's open anymore. But if you do have a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls in your area, just go in the kitchen area real quick and see if they have the cutting boards. These are really thin, but I'm going to link it to see if Amazon has something really similar. So I have here the Gardein. It's already nice and cooked. It's already been thawed out, and then I'll show you the rice bowl when we're done. And there it is, guys. It's just a simple meal. We have the brown rice with the brown rice. Once again, has salt, pepper, garlic powder, and some onion powder. And then these are the vegan Gardein sausage with bell pepper, onion, and zucchini. And that is it. So I hope you try this. Give it a go. Super simple, and it's nutritious and delicious. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.